Good afternoon and welcome back. Um, Folks, today for our skills development, we're going to be looking at cutting an onion. I was very impressed with the way everyone handled their chef's pincher grip, and I'm going to show a different way other than claw hand that you're going to use specifically with onions so as not to lose the tip of a finger. First, I'm just going to tip this down. Setting up our cutting station. Just a quick reminder, we've got our damp towel. We have that so our cutting board is not going to slip. It's very secure, very safe. I've got my landing bowl. I've got my chef's knife. Again, our pincher grip is what we're always going to use. I've got my something to cut, which for today is an onion. When we're looking at an onion, um, the way we approach it, we've got the hair on the top, we've got the butt underneath, so kind of where it's growing out of the ground, where it's rooting into the ground. The very first thing that we're going to do is using our chef's grip, holding with our claw hand. Again, no fingers are sticking out. Everything is tucked in nice and tight. So there is no risk of cutting off anything. Cutting down, we're going to just cut that tip off. We're going to cut the hair off and start with a nice flat surface. Turning that onion over onto the flat surface, we are going to use our knife and just cut right through that butt, again, using a claw grip. Okay. Now, from this section is where we're going to start to peel the onion, and that's a little bit of loose. Let me just get this started here. You always are going to peel an onion from that halfway point. Just much easier. You have a lot more control over it when you're using your knife. Just get that edge up and pull it off. So now we've got the hair still, the butt is still attached. We are not going to cut through that anymore today. But the way that we're going to approach our first few slices are with a flat hand on the top. So again, I've got my pincher grip, and I'm going to go flat on the onion, and towards the butt, I am just going to gently, slowly, again, maximum control, slice through that onion. And depending on how fine a dice you want is how thin a slice you're going to take to make up to about, 3/4 of the way through the onion. Once you've got that, the first initial slices, you're going to kind of reline up, but we're going to be pointing towards the corner of the cutting board here. And this is where you're going to switch back to your claw hand. Claw hand, nothing sticking out, it's very safe. And again, using the tip of the knife at a 45-degree angle, you're cutting down right through. So 3/4 of the way, not all the way to the butt. You want this onion to stay together. We're using our pincher grip here as well. Got our tip. Again, maximum control, and it's a very safe way to cut it. Now, again, claw grip. I'm going to hold this, pincher grip on the knife. We've got our cuts through the diagonal, through the horizontal. Now we're going to do our dice. So rocking, using the heel of your knife, you're just very gently going to cut through this, moving your claw grip back each time you cut until you hit that 3/4 of the way through. And then we'll get rid of that end. So you can see you get a really nice fine dice when you use this technique.